Hello friends, greetings from Ladakh in the north of the country to my friends in the northeast who are gathering for this wonderful program that the Atal Incubation Center at the Sikkim Manipal University is organizing. I have been in touch with Professor Tej, who has been working very hard despite all kinds of challenges, and not to speak of his own health challenges. Wonderful to know that you all are working on sustainable opportunities in entrepreneurship rather than only depending on government jobs. That has been my conviction for a long time. You know, our country is one of the few countries where young people care so much about government jobs. Actually, none of the prosperous, progressive countries in the world cares about these jobs. If you go to Germany or any place in Europe or America or Japan, I find very few people who even know about government jobs. I have never heard a German administrative service or a Japan administrative service in the way I hear about Indian administrative service. They don't care about these services. They just do what they are passionate about and make an impact in society, solve problems for the country, and get rich at the same time. So it's unfortunate not because of no reasons. We have been unfortunate in following two very bad examples. One was the British colonial times, which has promoted this job culture and this administrative service, craze. And the second misfortune to befall our country was the Soviet-oriented development or economy that we followed for many decades. It's the Soviet example that everybody will be given a government job. Well, you know now that this whole Soviet economic system has collapsed, and the sooner we wake up from that effect and influence, the better it will be for us. Today's time is for people to prove their mettle in the interest that they hold and do their own enterprises, the entrepreneurship way. So for that, you have to really be skillful. You have to keep honing your skills and your awareness. You know, how in government jobs, we really don't get any incentives to use your brains as much as in private enterprise. There are no disincentives if you really don't do much. These are perfect conditions for our minds, our brains, our gray cells to die. So neuroplasticity has shown that the more challenges you have, the more ups and downs you have, which are all provided by private enterprise, entrepreneurship, opportunities and chances of failure. These are the right conditions for our brains to grow. And therefore, I think we must, the majority of the country, those who can definitely, should go for enterprising careers rather than fixed jobs where you just sleep through and so does your brain cells. Now, it's not so easy also to become an entrepreneur. You have to have really, skills and awareness that will keep you afloat. Otherwise, you will go down. So, therefore, all the more important that there are such acceleration programs, incubation centers that help you acquire the top of the line skills and expertise, which then you use to solve problems in your own society or the country or the world. So for good entrepreneurship, I think you have to be constantly curious to know about the latest happenings in the field and to know about the problems in the society. curiosity is amazingly important in your field. But curiosity alone is not enough. You have to have the empathy to want to solve problems of the people. There are entrepreneurs who just create the problems that they solve. I don't like that kind. Their innovations will not go very far. The real entrepreneurs are those who really solve big problems that the society faces, and along with it, grow your own wealth also. So look for problems, the real problems that you can solve with your enterprise and make the world a happier place. At the same time, grow in your own wealth. So empathy is very important, and initiative is even more important, because if you have curiosity, it's like entertainment, you just are curious. If you have empathy, it can be like a prayer, may everything be good for everybody. But if you have at the same time initiative, that's when you go out and do it. Leave no stones unturned to make your idea into a real solution in the real world. That's when you are likely to be a successful entrepreneur. And I very much hope that you all will be not only entrepreneurs who are on your own feet and give employment to many people, but at the same time you are eco-entrepreneurs, green entrepreneurs that do not damage the planet or the environment. Therefore, I would urge to you to look for problems that can help solve the environmental challenges that our planet is going through, our nation is going through, and our region is going through. So look for resources that you have locally in the northeastern states. What are the resources that you have that you can use? You don't have to depend on remote, far away imported resources. You can use what is available in your own surroundings and solve problems of people of your own region. That's the best kind of entrepreneurship, I feel. For example, just to give you an example, the house that I am speaking to you from is an amazing enterprising venture whereby we build these houses that stay at plus 20 degrees even in minus 20 winters. Now that solves a huge problem that people in these mountains of Ladakh face. Minus 20 winters can be a like a natural disaster every year. But for that, you either burn all the fossil fuel oil and pollute the environment and emissions that cause global warming, or you invent buildings that stay at plus 20 without any heating, just with the sun, and these buildings are built with mud or soil that you find under your feet. So there couldn't be more local resource than soil under your feet and sun that shines above your head. Use local resources and solve the biggest challenges around. Now these buildings will result in so much reduction in how much oil is burned, for example, by the military in these very cold winters. So this is what I mean by using local resources. You solve the challenges of a global scale, like environmental problems, climate change. That's what I would like to see in all parts of the world. People from the region solving the problems of their own fellow citizens using local resources, and yes, getting wealth. That is a well-earned wealth that you can deserve. I very much hope that this kind of green, nature-friendly entrepreneurship is what you all will engage in order to lead your own society, your own region, and this country and this planet into a happier, healthier, safer world. Well, stay safe in these times, and all my best wishes for the success of your ideas and dreams to result in meaningful, impactful enterprises. Impact is what is important, along with income. And that's when a business is great. When you have income, yes, but also impact for the society. Thank you very much. All the very best.